The Charmaine Roll here in our continued series of F.I.E Junkanoo Rush Power Behind the Music. And folks, you can see where I'm at. You can see that what is in the background that causes one of those sounds. And I have here with me, give me your name, sir.
Hi, my name is Sean, Fernander.
Sean, do you have any alias?
Just Drums.
Just Drums.
Yes.
Okay, that's actually his company's name, but drums. And so let's talk about, give the audience a history about yourself and how you got into drumming.
Well, I started rushing from 1976. I was 9 years old. And I bought my first drum from Chippy. He was through, I think it was Brum Street, when he had the horse stables. And the following year I burst that. I was devastating. So I was trying to find a creative way to make drums, but I rush. I just stopped rushing about 20 years ago because, you know, doing costumes, decorations.
And which group was that?
I used to rush for the Raleigh Boys.
Okay.
So doing costumes, you know, you got second off the shoulder, you get second best costume. I was trying to find other way to go into Junkanoo besides pacing. So I came up with a machine, it's an electrical machine, 3-phase motors that electrically pull the skins. You can take the thickness of the skin, put it in the computer, and you can pull it down and get the bass volume you really, really want. So you have buffalo skins, you have cow eyes, you have goat skins. I do not use the machine for goat skins because the goat skins are very thin. So when I started making drums to actually go on the market, the first group that bought all of my drums was Assassins.
Okay.
Although I rushed for the value all my life. And I haven't rushed for about 21 years now. But that was the year they brought out Atlantis. And that's a very memorable parade because I felt proud of myself because they won Bass Music by 20 points. So it's an encouragement. It gave me chills. I was inspired. And I just started modifying from using nails and wood around the drums, and now we use screws instead of nails.
All right, so Sean, let's look at one of the drums you have here. Give us a little demonstration.
This one here, these here are cow skins. This one here is a goat skin. This is soaked in water and caustic lime, the white lime they use on the house for the cement.
Okay.
And it opened up the pores of the skin for the hair to come off. Okay. This here is an example of a finished clean skin. So it could come off easy. You cannot get this off if you do not soak it. It's impossible. So this is basically the finished product of a skin that's soaked and clean. Okay, you call it de-haired.
Okay, and what the volume of the drums? I noticed the drums have different volumes.
The volume, with rhythm, it has a higher pitch, and the bass drums, basically you get the bottom, that bass from cowhides or buffalo. And once you get the right tension on that, you can get the deepest bass you could ever want. And I've made drums for just about every group in Nassau. And I made drums for a lot of groups in the Family Islands. So a lot of people say, well, we don't see you nowhere. I say, you don't see me, just hear me.
Right.
Because the bass is where it's at.
Exactly.
Everyone looking for bass.
Now, Sean, you know, everybody anticipates that boom, boom, boom that we hear on Bay Street. Tell me, how do you feel when you hear that particular rhythm? Because you know that's coming from some drums that you made. So what comes over you when you hear that particular sound?
It's like, it's a joy. It's a very, you can't explain it.
It's unexplainable, okay.
You know, it gives you chills, and it's like, hey, that's me. You know, and I walk through many Junkanoo groups, and because they buy so many drums from me, you know, some guys say, move on the side here, move on the way, move this, you can't stand it, get on the side. And some guys look at me and they know what the type of work I do, because they buy drums from me, they just know their head, and I just keep going. That doesn't give me a right to walk down Bay Street without a martial vest. So let's establish that. You know, but God has blessed me with a talent, and I embrace it. It's a beautiful thing.
And, you know, I think back to when we hear the rhythm of those drums, when they say our ancestral spirits, that is the drum beat that they use to call to the other one to say, look, listen here now. It's time for us to celebrate our freedom or to celebrate our homeland, which is Africa.
Well, like Bob Marley say, one thing about music, when it hits you, feel no pain. And Dolly Parton said, every song you like, you don't dance, but you tap your feet. So you have people like Stevie Wonder, who can't see, but his head is moving. You have people in wheelchair and handicapped, they're moving their head. You have people can't actually hear, but they can feel the bass.
Wow.
You know, so every aspect of Junkanoo, it affects people. And, you know, the music is basically 100% because you could have the biggest and the best group, but if you don't have that music, you fall short.
Right, and one of the things I experience in when hearing the drum is a certain feeling that you get in the pit of your stomach. Like, you know, like they say, you can't stand up and just hear that drum and you don't get goosebumps or something don't come over you.
Yes, you know, like I say, Dolly Parton say, you know, if you don't get up and dance, you tap your feet. If you don't tap your feet, you move your head, you nod your shoulder, and you smile. Or you just shake your head and say, yes, that sounds good. Or these guys, you know, powers are good, just pass. You know, but I embrace what I do, and I don't get tired of it. One thing, what really upsets me or really makes me feel down is when I'm walking down the corridor going to Junkanoo, and I don't have no costume. But I can't sleep with the enemy. I can't bring myself to rush because I make drum suggestions about all the groups. So saying that, it kind of eased the pain off of that rushing, and you go there, and all the guys know you. You can actually hear your drum. You walk around the fire, you know, and it's a privilege, you know, because I'm blessed to do what I do, and I love it. Every day I do it. I get around every morning. I leave home because I go every day, but it is what it is.
Well, folks, you heard it here first from Just Drums, Sean Fernander, the power behind the music. Thank you so much, Sean.